Hello and welcome back to episode 13. I can't believe it's already episode 13 of our Folktales, Timberborn Folktales Cliffside playthrough. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Glad to have you here. Um, Last time we did this aqueduct, and I still think that looks cool. And I'm not actually sure what we're gonna work on quite yet. I want One thing I do want to work on is getting more trees going, I think. We are hurting on logs, and our log demand is only going to go up. So, we'll figure out a place for another tree farm, I think, coming up here soon. We're also going to start dismantling some of the scaffolding here and blowing up where our platforms were, because we can do that now. We don't really need this way across. That was just to help build it. Without further ado, while I keep talking and brainstorming and doing stuff, I'm going to unpause it. So let's actually start with this. And we're just going to delete those. Oh, and it all went over there. Okay, some of it went here. So we'll wait for them to pick that up. We'll do the same over here. Because these bridges were actually in the way of building levees where we wanted them. I should not have deleted these ladders. Actually, they can get up there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, and they can collect all of that. And then we can delete these platforms too. And they can reach that from the edge of this bridge too. Let's go ahead and start placing some dynamite there. This one, we don't have to blow anything up below it, so we can delete it right away. This one just has a little bit of work to do. And it looks like we have just a little bit of work here too. That is just two tiles high? Three tiles high. We don't want them to actually build that. This is just a triple dynamite away from being completed. Okay. Let's empty this small pile and delete it. And then we can actually get rid of this zip line. Because these two are within range. This one just has too many connections. And even if we're terraforming this area, this zip line and these ladders, or stairs, excuse me, will be plenty useful for adjusting that area. I got a plan. We need to get some dirt excavator going. Yeah, quite badly actually. I do think I'm gonna snake the power over here, because I will want it over here eventually because that's where I do plan to eventually build our district center. Not our district center, our industrial district. And as part of that, I do want that's not quite how I'm gonna want that. So I want a path. I'm gonna excavate a lot of this out at some point anyway. So I think I'm gonna put the dirt excavator here to just start digging some of that out for us. That is the thought process anyway. Not unpause it. Sometimes I pause it when I'm building because I'm nervous about things not being perfect, but honestly, it's fine. I need to break that habit a little bit so it's not just you guys aren't watching nothing happen. Not watching anything happen. I can speak good. Actually need the stairs there. Could have used the ladder there as well. That was an option. Instead of doing that, let's actually just do some platforms. Not that many. Okay, it is unpaused. That way we can get across that that path. Something like that. I think we did unlock the dirt excavator, didn't we, with all of our science? And we easily have everything we need for that. So let's get this built. We just got to remove a few of these paths. And there we go. That can go right there. Or, no, it can't go there, actually. Right there will be a good spot for it. So that it goes too far. Why can't it go there? There we go. Perfect. All right. Dirt excavator is actually a raised entrance. I think ideally they actually want you to blow up that part and put it down a little bit. I'm not sure. So then we just need to get across from there. So it's going to involve another. Sorry, I keep pausing it. I said I'd work on that. Oh, not that one. Vertical. Vertical. Normal. And that will connect that to the power grid. Then what we're going to want is some storage for all of that dirt. It can go right there for now. Dirt. The only thing we can use that dirt for is terrain blocks. But terrain blocks are very useful for spreading irrigation, and because, just like over here, they can support themselves. They can go up to 3 away from any support. So if we use this, so here's a support, so 1, 2, 3, but that could be from either direction. So it kind of ends up making like a diamond pattern away from whatever support you have. With that, we can build underground farms, because the irrigation will go through the terrain to anything below that. That's if as long as that top level is irrigated and it's built with dirt, the terrain blocks will transfer that irrigation to everything below it. So kind of a nice byproduct of us having this up here is that when we build into that mountain to make our like little beaver paradise cave, things will look green as long as we have some dirt support going through it. This will irrigate down there, so that will look nice too. Building needs power. Yep, I'm aware. Just need to build all these pieces to get it connected. There we go. Now we have 4 beavers in there, and this is an injury machine. We will get lots of injuries doing this, but we need some dirt, so it's worth it. And they got a zip line going right to it, so it's not even that far away. Perfect. This is empty. Let's delete that. And then we can also just full on delete this. And all we got to do is add a connection down here. I do want to just start hollowing this area out. So I like to get everything near the same level. So let's start with that. It's going to cost a lot of explosives to do this, but that's okay. Let's see, how much more down does that need to go? It looks like I like to use levees to test it. It's too high. It's probably a better way to do that, but it's fine. Boom. 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 Delete. Oh, that one didn't get built. Wow. over here, I want to make it the same level as this. So I'm just going to do a single again. Are these too far? No, it's not giving me the error message, so should be fine. And I'll make this the same height too. All right, now that that is blown up down there, we can go ahead and delete this. Let them pick that up. Actually, you can delete this too. They can pick that up. I don't want to place the dynamite there because it'll make that move, and if it jumped further away, they won't be able to reach it. Are these all marked for cutting? Yes, they are. We don't have lumberjacks? Ah, we put these at low priority while those trees were growing. Well, they are grown. And now we got lumberjacks. They just need to stop doing whatever they were doing before. So we have 12 haulers. That's perfectly fine. And lots of builders. That's also helpful. Where are we missing our labor at? Okay, 8 of it's at the hauling post. That's fine. And then the inventor hut. I'm perfectly okay with that. Perfectly acceptable. Let's not forget to keep blowing this up. And they just need 2 more to be placed there. Boom. Nice. And after we get this cleaned up, I think we're actually going to blow up this area too. So in preparation for that, I think I'm going to move the explosive storage. It actually goes in a warehouse. And the extract over here. Explosives, obtain, empty. Extract, obtain, empty. Boom that. This is ready. Nice. Delete that. And now I'm just going to do a set of double dynamite here. And once I get it set up, I could put a single there. I like that we have this storage right here. That is making this whole project go very quickly, and I like it. These are empty. We can delete them. This is ready for a dynamite. Everything's in range of the road. Okay. Food's doing good. Water's doing good. This bad tide isn't even that bad. We have almost 7K water stored up. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Surprised I didn't get that built, but that's okay. No problem. And we are still gathering the scrap here. We are going to have to make our way to that, no doubt. You know what? One downside of that aqueduct might be, it might be hard to build a zip line through that. Interesting. That might be the downside. But looks like it might be able to hang this through here. And then another one on the other side. Something like, I won't even show it turning the other way. Something like that. Maybe those could connect. I think. No, it's obstructed by the platform still. So we definitely don't need to build that one. What if we just put like a pylon over here? Is that still going to be obstructed? It might be. Yeah. Okay. What if We put a pylon down 2 tiles. Huh? Obstructed. Awesome. So, I want to find a way to make this work. Obstructed. Okay. But can that even reach over here? Obstructed. Hmm. Well, we're not out of options yet, boys and girls. That one works. And then what if we put like a pylon here? Those can connect. Aha! We just need to get to that to build it. Maybe I was a little too excited about that. It's fine. It's fine. There. Victory is ours. It was interesting trying to work around the aqueduct with our zip lines. I would not want to be on. I'm surprised it actually let us build this, because it very clearly looks like that line is going right through that windmill. Take what you can get, I guess. I was just trying to get some zip lines over here in order to start working towards this underground ruin. Now, do we need a zipline station right here? Probably not. So right here is going to be pretty dang close to that ruin, and it'll be able to connect to there. Wish it said how far that was again. So, can they build it there? They can. I still think I want to build the stairs here. I think that only makes sense. Can't get all required materials. We're missing explosives. We did go through an awful lot awfully quickly. We're going to probably keep up a lot of the explosions. So, we might want another explosive factory. How much dirt we got going? 480. Awesome. See, and this does take away. And over here, I was planning on doing something similar to what I'm doing here. I'm kind of flattening that area at the moment to take advantage of it. So I figured that's a good place for a first dirt excavator, at least, because it will do some of the terraforming for us. All right, water went through. It flooded for a second. That's fine. All right. We are going through our wheat flour as soon as we can get it. Absolutely, the single, right when we get it, it's gone. That tells me more wheat. Simple enough. Now that we have some dirt, I am going to unlock the terrain. I did already unlock the terrain blocks. And then, so I'm going to fill this in now. Should start over here. Once I fill that in, I think this irrigation should reach further. Yes, yes it is. Excellent. So we'll just let them work on that. That's kind of cool to see them going over here for the dirt, taking this zip line all the way back up here to build. Oh, sometimes they're going to this one. That is interesting. Is it maybe because there's not a path leading to that dirt from this side? Maybe. Let's check it out. Let's see if that changes anything. Instead of them going here and walking this path to build, maybe with this path being closer, they might do that. Yep. So now they're not going all... Well, some of them are still going over here for these bricks. I guess this is closer taking this whole zip line than just walking. So be it. And it's going to be nice to have this flat up here too. Good. Still waiting on explosives. How do I want to address that? Where do I want to put another explosive factory? This area is getting tight. There's still room for some. Definitely is room. You might not believe me by looking at that, but there is a little room. So we could... Just thinking. And thinking can be hard for me sometimes. It's dangerous. A drought approaching. I'm sure we have plenty of water. We have plenty of food. I'm not even worried about that right now. So, we build an explosive factory right there to get power to it. Wouldn't be too terribly difficult. We could just do that. Now, I don't think they'll be able to reach all of this. Maybe they will. I don't think so, though. I think we'll have to build ladders. Yep. We should have waited to destroy some of our scaffolding, I guess, that we had above here while we were building the aqueduct. Okay. Yep, this just needs power. We have a lot of unemployment. Okay, that's fine. I was actually going to take some beavers out of this. We've got a little more wheat coming in, so that should be useful. Sunflower, maple fishes. Okay. Carrots. We're running out of carrots again still. I don't know if still or again would be more appropriate, but we need more carrots. Like we have plenty of food overall, but just keeping all the varieties of food available. Some of them are getting eaten a little too quickly. All right. That's ready to blow up. And now that's just one tile there. Easy peasy. I want that one done sooner rather than later, though, please. Please? Okay, explode it. Delete this platform. Pick up that stuff. Good. They read my mind. All right, and this is ready to go boom. Actually, not quite. I'll delete that. Place a single here. And then this one goes boom, and all the rest of these go boom too. Nice. Very nice. So, there I'm going to put a 2, here a 1. And the whole way across the top, it's going to be 3s. I still like my zipline station. That's how I'm building this. I'm going to delete that, though. Gotta decide how far I want to go here. I think right there. And maybe I will preemptively put a ladder right here. Then they can access down here too. Although, it's going to be one too low. So let's not build that ladder there. That's foolish. We'll just see what we need to do once it all blows up. 26-day drought. Longest drought we've had so far. But we're also by far the most prepared I think we've ever been for a drought of that length. We probably do want to pause some of these. I might even pause a dirt excavator because we're going to be building with dirt here soon, but we can let it go for a bit. This was a nice little project that we quick did with the dirt we had available. So these underground ruins, they actually extract scrap from them infinitely, but it costs treated planks. So it does have a cost. So you're basically changing pine resin and wood for scrap metal. That's the only way to keep getting infinite scrap to keep building metal blocks. And this is, there's still a decent chunk of scrap here, but I would like to have the underground mine before we need it. Let's see. We got pretty much everything we need for that. I said pretty much. That's not accurate. We have everything we need for that. See if we can save a little space here. Okay, destroy that and that. And put a underground storage there for the scrap. And scrap. And we're also going to want probably another underground storage here. That's overkill for the amount of storage we're going to need, but we're going to do treated planks and obtain so that they can put them here. That is way more than we need for storage for that. But it's better to have too much storage than not enough. Okay. I think we still have this herbalist going. We do. We don't need that because our beavers that were contaminated are no longer contaminated, and we are full up on antidote. See, are they able to reach all these? I don't think so. Just looking at it, you can tell. No, I think the darkness is that they added extract to there already. Luckily, we can blow up paths and just do that to build them. So that is the level we're going to be at after this triple explosion. So it's fine. See, once we got the triple dynamite and, you know, right around that 75 beaver mark, you start getting enough workforce to really get a lot done. It's nice. How are we doing on pine resin? We don't have any pine resin. Are we using it all up the instant we get it? Not quite. Was I looking in the wrong spot? That's possible. Why don't I see it anywhere here? I don't think it shows up when it's only in the building that uses it. Yeah, our little storage for, okay, our storage for treated planks is there. Where's our storage for pine resin? Do we not have any storage for pine resin? That might be a little bit of an issue. I think it was in one of those that we deleted over here to drop the gravity batteries further. So I'm just going to rebuild that. It goes in a warehouse. Yeah, we don't have any pine resin, so we're going to set that to obtain. And I'm just debating, we might want a few more pine trees. In fact, we do. It'll take a little while because this will start consuming treated planks. So just to get ahead of that a little bit, I'm going to clear out an area probably right there. We're going to more than double our amount of pine trees. I also don't think we have enough chestnut trees to maintain that happy well-being bonus. So I want to expand our chestnuts a little bit too. We are still running out of maple syrup. With all these other oaks, I think we can diversify into some other trees over here. So that's what I'm going to do, assuming that Tapper Shack can reach those. Okay, yeah, all of those will be maples over there once they're harvested. This row of trees will be chestnuts, and this will be pines. Okay. Still waiting on explosives. It's fine. We're using a lot of explosives right now. We just didn't build up enough of a stockpile to really accomplish the task at hand. Okay, let's start working on building some more levees up here and raising this up more. Because we can. Okay, so that overhangs in the way to make that higher. So that's just going to have to be where it is for now. All right. Excuse me. I don't know why it's paused. Let's unpause that. And just let these beavers keep doing what they're doing. Should be able to build a lot of that from up top here. If we very carefully select this path and then drag, it'll delete the path. And nothing on top of it. We're not raising this part up quite yet because I want to make sure it's all contained here first. I don't really need these paths either. Nope. And now my solution for that like overflow we kept having. Okay, so that can't quite go up there. So we could obviously put a bridge over here. I don't think we can put impermeable floors on a bridge though. Nope. Not too much of a problem. I just want to cap this off. That's what I want to do. And I know we can do it just fine from this side. You know what? Actually, we delete this one and do that same thing over here. And then after that completes, we'll put another levee right there. I want this to be high priority. So instead of trying to race this up and just be tall enough to prevent the backsplash, we're just going to cap it off. If we put impermeable floors on these metal overhangs, water won't be able to go up or down. We kind of had that surge issue a couple episodes back. This is going to be my solution for it. And a levee right there. And then just the impermeable floors. Boom. And if we built this up higher than this now, this actually also serves to pressurize this. The water from the source only has the option of flowing out of these 3 sluices, or this one sluice during a bad tide. So the water needs to go somewhere. So if we built up another canal, another little reservoir here, we could actually go higher than that. That might be worthwhile. I wonder if we actually make that really high reservoir right where this is, because we already have a few dirt blocks there. And then we can make this as high as we want. But I don't know how much higher we really need to go. It's just a thought. I could demonstrate it. It's probably a good thought. I want to do it. I wonder with this bridge, can they reach over there? No, they can't. But that's easy enough to solve with another bridge. That'll get the job done. And all we gotta do is place some terrain blocks here. Oh. Try to get a little fancy there. I should know better. So we don't really have a purpose of this yet. Until we want to go higher than this, there's not really a point. We're actually just taking away reservoir space by doing this until then. But we'll get there eventually, so this will be useful eventually. I think we can officially delete that, though. And these can be exploded. Although we are out of... that is the problem. See, here's what really stinks about trying to utilize this aqueduct, guys. And that's that during a drought, not only is the bad water not flowing for the water wheels, we can't extract anymore. With the discharge, we can keep getting bad water even during a drought. So that's why we ran out of explosives. It's all because of our really cool aqueduct. I love it. It's just for resource management, it's not the most practical. I would definitely be down to keeping it if we had another bad water source that we could put a discharge on. We don't, and I don't know if it's going to be feasible to go 30 days without the ability to gather bad water. It's unfortunate. This was a really cool proof of concept, though. I hope you guys learned how you could do something like that. I do think just for the sake of progress in this playthrough, we're going to have to put the bad water rig back on top of that. Sorry, aqueduct fans. I'm sad too. It just makes sense that we should do that, though. Hey, look, though, our mine is going. This is also an injury factory. I'm going to pause it. We don't need all those beavers working in there while we still have these easily accessible ruins. Gosh, I really did like that, too. It's just waiting that long for bad water to make explosives. It's too much of a hindrance. Really is. Unfortunate. I thought about the fact that it won't be making power during that time. I didn't think of the fact that we would be without bad water during that time. It's about time for this platform to go, actually. Because it is now in the way of progress. Can this connect directly to that one yet? What's in the way? That platform still? Okay, let's let them collect this stuff. Then we'll delete that other platform, and then we'll see if it can connect. That was a lot of materials there. For the time being, we should connect these, though. The time being, which was, I don't know, 2 seconds before I delete this. What's in the way? Oh, it's just there's too many connections. So if we delete that connection, then we can. This pylon served its purpose, but its purpose is done now. Sweet. Collect those, please. I do think I am going to keep this overhang just to help build this up while it's down that low. All right, we're coming into another issue. Now the, should have guessed. The dam itself is going to be a hindrance. So just to bypass that dam entirely, we're going to do something similar to what we had with that pylon, but a more quote-unquote permanent solution, I think. We're going to have the pylon over here. We're probably going to delete that at some point, but that should be able to get this around. Because that pylon was just hanging out on here. Well, that's part of the thing that's going to be in the way of our dam. So to reroute the zip line more efficiently, we're going to have to go out here. It's fine. Yeah, I thought about the fact that the wheels wouldn't be generating power during the drought, but I didn't realize the negative side effect of not being able to get bad water out of a drought anymore. Where we have a way to do that before, it just needs this bad water rig. I think we can safely turn at least one of these pumps on. Let's do 2, though. Yes, we still have 4,000 water, but it's not enough for me. I want more. All right, where should we build our next house? Because I do think we need more population. So, because we are out of free bits. I'll wait till maybe like 2 more of those kits grow up, and then it's time. Probably just right here. It's the simplest spot, really. Two died of old age. Interesting. All right, we can plant some pine trees in here. Unmark those for cutting. Also plant some chestnut trees here. We got to unmark those 3 for cutting. Not clear planting area. That's the wrong button. Clear plant. Clear cutting area. Unmarked tree cutting area. Wait a minute. I guarantee Kopesh was yelling at me about those maples. Sorry. Hard to get maple syrup from maple trees if we cut them down right away when they grow up. More pine trees. More clearing of the cutting area. Oh, that's actually going to stay in oak. So that one can stay. I really should just wait till all of these are done so I don't have to plant one tree at a time. That's kind of a waste of my focus. I apologize, guys. I think we're going to end this episode at the end of this drought. Are we building up any wheat flour? We are building up wheat flour now. So, that's good. Because we were using it up instantaneously before. Our carrots are steadily going up. Not fast, but they don't need too fast. It's fine. We have that available for when we need it. When we run out of scrap here, we have a replacement. While we don't have bad water, there's no sense having beavers in these explosive factories. Our water's filling back up, and we're draining this pretty quick with those large water pumps, to be honest. Did make a tiny mistake. And that is, even if we're going with that method, I really should have sluices on the bottom of that. And also, I shouldn't be this high, because it can flood right through here by the time this fills up. This is poor design. So we need this one lower, and we're going to prioritize those, and then also demolish some of these to get those explosives back. We're going to replant them, but just not at a high priority. And I want these to all, the collecting to also be a high priority here. Please and thank you. We're out of storage space for metal blocks. That's probably because we deleted these overhangs. And we can't reach that for an obvious reason. There's no path up there. Okay, so now there's a path, but once this fills up, it'll overflow here. We don't have the explosives for it, but we could put tunnels down here, delete the platforms, and then put sluices. It's perfectly acceptable. Just to be able to access this amount of this section of the water if we need to. That's probably the smart thing to do. Let's get down there. And yeah, I don't even want to think about how I would get down there without ladders. I would find a way. I would. Just wouldn't be near as easy, to be honest. So, for these tunnels, we're going to also need 4 more explosives. So, let's demolish 4 more over here, shall we? And make these tunnels high priority. So they hopefully just build them. They're building them over here. Okay. So now those tunnels are high priority. Before we delete these, we'll get some explosives back, guys. But they're still going to build over here because they don't have access to these explosives. We'll wait for these ladders. Okay? Okay. Good talk. That was a little embarrassing. Fine. It's fine. We are getting a lot of injured beavers. Not a whole lot. We've had worse. It'll be fine. Ah, it's from the bad water rig, though. I think that's what's causing a lot more of them. Hey, but we got the bad water rig going. That means we're getting bad water again. That means we need to be producing explosives again. Trying to watch when these kits grow up, but they're not. Not fast enough for me. I'm gonna build that lodge. Sure, we can put another one on the roof so that you can build. That was a lantern and a roof. Yep. Lantern, roof. Is there anything else we can build? It's probably getting close to time to build the brazier of bonding. That only takes 400 planks. We only have 1,000. Where to put you, though? I guess just right here would actually be a great spot. So we shall. So none of these houses are getting this farmer monument. I wonder if... Okay, but this is a central enough location. A lot of the beavers are running back and forth here all the time. So every beaver does still have that bonus. This brazier of bonding under awe is going to be another +5, guys. That might push us to a next bonus. Let me just check that. Okay, well, that guy is not a good example. We'll check on one of the adult beavers once they're done sleeping. All right, so this guy's at 34. And 5 more will get him the 140% working speed. And even the 80% life expectancy. That'll be cool. And it just needs planks. A lot of planks. All right, so let's go ahead and disconnect that and connect to this pylon. Connect to that pylon. Yay. Now, our levee project can continue. Cool. Whoa. Is that why I've been having flooding issues? I built dams here instead of... No. The water never even got up there. It was a mistake, but it wasn't the cause of any pain. Let's delete that platform. Or overhang, sorry, that's the correct name for that. All right, we still got 5 days of the drought, so I am going to raise this up, this dam level. So we still have that overhang up there. I wonder, can we do it? No, I don't want to go quite that high yet. I'm just a little worried about flooding issues over here. Because we will need to... Oh, it won't be that hard. For the time being, all we need to do really is put 2 more levees here. Something like that, and then that'll keep it from flooding over here. So yeah, we can go that high. No problem. We still have plenty of logs, so this isn't going to like drain our logs or anything. Yeah, that'll be good. Good job, team. Our brazier bonding must have finished. So our well-being is going up. All right. Let's plant these pines and make sure that area is not for cutting. I'll just wait. I won't micromanage that so much. I am so glad we unmarked these maples for cutting because some of them are growing up now. I like to see it. We are running out of water here. This is not high enough anymore for swimming. Let's pause those. Our explosives are being used up the minute we get them over here. To be expected, though. It's not a problem or anything. Keeping an eye on that scrap dirt excavator. Yeah, we could probably turn... I want the population to go up some more before we do that, actually. Any more decorations? I don't think there's any more decorations that just give easy bonuses. Is there any aesthetics that beavers aren't getting enough of? Any just roof is kind of a little low, but that might be because we just built that roof again. Or any other well-being. I mean, we need some more contemplation spots, rooftop terraces, and campfires. The contemplation spots aren't hard by any means. We can do that. See if that helps. Foods. We're not getting quite enough maple pastries or grilled chestnuts. We're kind of addressing that. Or sunflowers, it looks like. Just a little bit shy on sunflowers. But we have the sunflowers, so they're just not eating it. But I can plant a few more anyway. Okay. We are, with both of these explosive factories running, we are going to expect more injuries. Go down and pause that gear workshop. And maybe one of these lumber mills too. Yeah, we do have 800 planks, but I want a little more gears in storage, and that's going to eat through our planks. So that's kind of why I did that. We actually haven't expanded our tree farm at all, like I said, part of the goal was, but we've done a lot of the prep work for that. Comparing this to where we started with just a district center on our first building, it was one little lone water pump over here. Just look at that map now. We have definitely changed the map. We have left our mark on the cliffside. Okay, these tunnels got finished. Okay, so when I mouse over there, I'm going to delete this. Nothing's actually going to happen. It's supported by the terrain blocks. But while we have access to down here, we're going to want to build these sluices. Max priority. Max priority. I think I can even delete this one. Yeah, nothing's going to happen there. I don't think I can delete the last tunnel down there. Well, now I can, because now they have support of the sluice. Oh, we can just always have these open. Well, that actually will lose our pressure, but for now, until we have this taller than this, we can let the that basically makes these a connected vessel, which means their level is going to stay the same. And that's perfectly fine for our purposes for now. That last spot, we can't actually... You know what? We didn't need sluices to make these connected vessels. Just this platform did that. Oops. Whoa. Why won't it let me delete that platform, though? Let's just use the layer tool instead of trying to do whatever the heck I'm doing there. Okay, there we go. We can't put an actual sluice there because they actually take up part of the square in front of them. So we'll just put a dirt block back there. This arrow just means that that terrain block cannot be built until the thing behind it is. So if it's pointing this way, this place has to have a terrain block. We already know we just need 3 sluices, so we didn't even need that other tunnel. Let's reset that. And now, we don't need these stairs anymore. No siree. Okay, I'm calling the stairs ladders and the ladders stairs. I'm just dumb. I don't know. Sometimes I call things the wrong things, I guess. But those were definitely ladders. There we go. Problem fixed. Oh, and it's all set up right before this drought ends. Let's see how this cap of ours works. It's not capped because we didn't have anything to build up there. So I expect to still see that little surge send the water flying over here through here. Let's see if that actually happens. So far, it didn't. Wonder if just blocking these was enough. Oh, they got it done. Now there's absolutely no way for water to fly out of there. Bad water or good water, for that matter. Blow up those. So we'll notice as it's filling in here, it is also filling up this section. However, it's not going super fast because our sluice down here, I bet, is open. Yep, auto and open. So the water is going in there and flowing right out here. Let's not make the same mistake as we did a couple episodes ago and have a panic attack because we didn't have our pumps going. Okay, that looks nice. I think we'll wrap it up here. We're going to keep terraforming the map for next episode. Maybe terraforming this a little bit more in preparation to move our power sources over there. Get this down so we can expand our tree farm. It's going to be good stuff. We didn't make a whole lot of progress today. I'm going to keep the aqueduct just for looks for now, because I still like the way it looks. I liked it better when they were spinning, but so be it. Yeah, so that's what we accomplished today. And kind of our goals for next week. We're going to keep terraforming this and just building it down in order to remake it in, well, not anyone's image, but just remake it how we please. Make it match our vision. There we go. So, as the last thing, let's watch one more explosive, but at normal speed here. Let's start right from there and watch it go out. 3, 2, 1. I just really like the explosions in this game. All right, if you watched to the end of this video, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, which if you watch this to the end, I really hope you did like it. Otherwise, I'm not sure why you watched it so long. But if you did, leave a like and please subscribe. It helps me tremendously. I am a new content creator, and I appreciate each and every one of you that are watching these videos. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.